So take a moment, copy that down. You definitely will need one full page, and this is our only question that we're going to work through today. And around 6th period, I will send out the link to the video that I would like for you to watch before class tomorrow. It's a 10-minute video. Even if you don't take notes over it, if you watch it so you're familiarized with the process before we do it in class tomorrow. So in order to solve a 3x3 system using Cramer's, we will need to find the determinant for 4 3x3 matrices. So what we just did in our warm-up, we're going to do that 4 times. That's why I said we need a whole page. So the first thing we need to do is find the determinant for matrix D. And just like with the 2x2, we're using all of the coefficients, but not these constants at the end. We don't use this, okay? So what we need to find is the determinant for matrix D. Then we need to find the determinant for matrix D sub X. And then we need to find the determinant for matrix D sub Y. And then we need to find the determinant for matrix D sub Z. So we need to find 4. So let's make our first one. Our first 3x3 is for matrix D. So my coefficients of X will be in the first column of my matrix. So that would be 2, -1, +1. And then my second column is the coefficients for matrix, or the coefficients for the Y coefficient, which are 1, 2, and -2. The third column are the coefficients of matrix Z, which are -1, 4, and -3. Go ahead, take some time, and find your determinant for this matrix. I'll set up the formula, and then you find out the answer. So your determinant is going to equal 2 times, and then we will have these 4 numbers. -1 times plus -1 times this 2x2. All right, so go ahead and find your determinants. When you get an answer for matrix D, raise your hand and I will check to see if you have the right answer. And I actually worked this one out, so I'm confident in my answer, unlike the bell work that I just pulled off Google and it was wrong. So you should have 2 times, what did you get for your first determinant for this 2x2? Did you get 2? So you should have 2 times 2 minus 1 times -1, and then -1 or plus a -1 times 0. So if you type that in your calculator, you should get that the determinant for matrix D is 5. So who had 5? Okay, so now we need to find dx. So when we're finding d sub x, we just take out that first column that has our x coefficients, and we replace that with our constants. So this first row or first column is going to go away. And now I'm going to put these 3 numbers in. So go ahead and make another 3 by 3. And these are your numbers for your 3 by 3. So find your determinant for d sub x. And when we set it up, I'll just set it up for you. You're going to have 3 times, and then we're using these 4 numbers. And then it's -1 times those 4 numbers plus -1 times okay, so go ahead and find your determinant. So for your first 2 by 2 matrix, what did you get for your determinant for this one here? 2? Who got 2? All right, I got 2. And the second one, what did you get? -7. That's what I got. And the third one, what did you get? -2. And when you type this in your calculator, what did you get for your d sub x? Who got 15? Okay. So we got to do that 2 more times. So now let's make our matrix, our 3 by 3 for d sub y. So when I'm doing my d sub y matrix, I'm going to put back in my x. So I need to put back in my x coefficients. So the coefficients of x are 2, -1, and 1. And now my y column becomes the coefficients. So let's put that 3 -3, 4 in the middle. Okay, find your determinant again. So for this green matrix, what did you get for your determinant? Oh wait, let me see, what did I get? Let me go back to that page, 1 second. -7, who got -7 for the first one? So -7 was for the green matrix. And the orange matrix, what did you get for this one? -1. For the blue matrix, what did I get? -1 again. Okay. So now you type that in your calculator. And if you type this in exactly the way you have it written, you should get that your d sub y is -10. Who had -10? Okay, now we have to do this one more time. We're down to z. And let's build our matrix for z. So when we're building our matrix for z, we're going to use the coefficients of x and y. So my first column is 2, -1, 1. My second column would be 1, 2, -2. And now my third column, which would normally be z, is going to be my constants. 3, -3, and 4. So let's go ahead and find your determinant for matrix Z. So what did you get for your determinant of the orange matrix?
2.
2? Who got 2? I got 2. And the green matrix, what did you get? -1. Who got -1? Okay, good. Me too. And the blue matrix, what did you get? Who got 0? Okay. Type that in your calculator. And what did you get for your D sub Z? 5. Okay. So let's finish it out. Just like with the 2 by 2, we're just going to divide. Everything is divided by D. That's why this one is the most important, because we're going to use this one to find my 3 solutions. So X is going to equal D sub X divided by D, which is 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Y is going to equal dy divided by d, which is -10 divided by 5, and that is -2. And z is going to equal dz divided by d, which is 5 divided by 5, which is 1. So my 3 solutions, I'm going to write this as an ordered triple in alphabetical order. So X is 3, Y is -2, and Z is 1. That is my final answer, and that is how you use Cramer's to solve a 3 by 3. Now we have covered every single thing that is in homework 23. Homework 23 is not due until Monday. We only have 2 more homework assignments, so I recommend that you get that done. There's only 2 of these in that homework though.